Look from the book, presented by TopSport.
Time now to welcome our good friend Tristan Merlehan from TopSport. Tristan, how's things up on the Gold Coast?
Yeah, really nice, boys. It's been a big day of racing last weekend, and we've got plenty of good activity, Sydney and Melbourne. Hopefully the weather stays away and you get a good day of racing on good tracks.
We've got a couple of small fields in the features down at the Valley, the McEwen Stakes and also the Feehan. As a bookie, do you like small fields? Can you build your book better, or do you prefer to have a big field that you can really attack?
A bit of both. Like from our perspective, when you're looking at the McEwen, you got Cool and Gatter as the $2.20 favourite. So, and also in the Feehan, we got Mr. Brightside as $2. So if you had to put both of those in, and then you're sort of trying to put your foot on one or two of the rougher ones and just make a book. So from my perspective, I like the smaller races, but the big fields also, punters can probably have 3 or 4 cracks at it when it's a wider range of odds and get a winner there. So it's just a different mentality when you're setting the markets.
Let's find out where the early money's gone. We've got wet tracks in both Sydney and Melbourne at this stage, but are there a couple that punters have latched onto in the first couple of days of betting?
Yeah, the main one they've come for is in race 8 at Moonee Valley, Uncle Bryn. It's been smashed, $2.50 to $2.35, which takes a bit to move at that price. We've laid at each price point, $2.50, $2.40, $2.35. So punters are expecting in race 8 the favourite to be too good.
He was outstanding.
Yes, you've got a grin like a Cheshire cat you have, because I know he's your best and you're sort of in love with the horse.
Wow, the little query is he's probably going to drift back off speed.
Oh, well, he can't win then.
He can still win because he's a very good horse. He was home super.
Did you say good horse then?
Well, that's what you do, so I'm just copying you. I'm trying to be more like you.
Oh, don't.
Dangerous, isn't it? Yes, it might get me fired. Let's talk about the lay of the day. Now, once again, last week you took on the popular elect in Aft Cabin. Never, ever looked like winning.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He ran well.
He never looked like winning, though.
I was quite happy for him to get beat because I laid him myself. But having said that, I'd be following Aft Cabin wherever he goes.
100%. Actually, I had a chat to James Cummings on Friday last week. What a magnificent person he is.
You're a bigger name dropper you are than Friends of the Earth. Hey, tell us.
No, but he just on Aft Cabin, I would agree with you. Stick with him. Yeah. He was extremely bullish. I think once he gets up to the Caulfield Guineas, he's going to be right in the mix again.
Okay, who are you laying this week? Who's the one?
Yeah, I'm going the last race of the day. I just think the favourite there at the moment is Attractable, and I'm just not sure it should be the favourite of the race. Obviously, the Jamie Carr-Moody connection is one that you don't want to oppose too often, but I thought Unusual Culture probably was the one that was going to be too good. So, I just think 420 in a wide open field, I'll certainly be putting the favourite of everything in the last and hoping we can get a good result to finish today.
We're a couple of weeks sort of into the early part of the Spring Carnival. Tristan, what are you seeing turnover-wise? How's turnover going year on year? Last year, this time of year, we were sort of the eastern states, particularly New South Wales and Victoria, were in lockdown. But how are things trending?
Turnover has been down this year, which I think was to be expected. I think, as you say, with lockdown, with a change in dynamics of everything, and we've obviously had to make a few changes on the back of the increase in POC. So we've been actively trying to reduce turnover, which we never want to do, but we have done that effectively. It's dropped by about 30-odd%. So, it's something where we're not wanting to have to continue. But whilst those sort of impacts are in the marketplace at the moment, just got a little bit cautious, and we have to sort of just try to keep our margins where they are at the moment.
Multi.
Yeah,
I'm surprised this segment's still in the show, to be honest.
I'll kick off, yes, the multi. This has got a very, in fact, it's the lay of the day, the multi. I'm going to stick with that filly in the OTI colours, who I thought was ridden maybe a little bit touched to the lead at. Well, do you want to say it then? Well, that was my selection.
I thought you'd forgotten its name for a second.
No, I was a bit of a preamble there, was that I thought she was ridden a little bit close at Caulfield, but it may suit her better in a race like this at Moonee Valley. And that is Lady Laguna in the Atlantic Jewel. Matthew, what is yours?
Are you going the win or the place?
No, the place. The place. Rock solid.
Let's get Paul's. Who's Paul going with?
I don't want to do it, to be honest. I've kind of fallen out of love, not only with, talking to you two every week, but this...
Hello.
This, Moonee Valley on Saturday, just doing the form last night, and I don't know, I'm just going to...
Hey, spit it out. We don't want to talk about, how difficult it is for you at home trying to do the form.
It's difficult sitting next to you every Thursday and talking to you as well.
We understand that.
Shalaman, the place...
Thank you.
Zero confidence.
It's about $1.45 pop, isn't it?
I still, on that... zero confidence,
I'm
which
going
means it's probably going to win. So
to go with the horse you mentioned had all the early support in Uncle Bryn. I think if you can make ground on Saturday,
The win. Oh, you got it at 6-4.
he'll be winning.
6-4. How old are you?
Tristan knows what I mean. 6-4.
Yeah.
Seriously.
$2.50.
Yeah,
$2.50.
It is actually turfy, but anyway, it's
When they brought the decimals
race
in.
3.
Go on,
No,
sorry.
don't.
Shalom the place. Race 6 number 4, Lady Laguna the place. It's 6-4 the place, and then Uncle Bryn at $2.35. The multi-dividend works out at $8.50. So
That Tris. It cannot lose.
Oh.
But before we move on, I'm reliably told our producer walked in last week. Now, Turf had the hearing aids down at the time and declared 2 of Peter Moody's horses a dead set certainty. They both lobbed, I'm told.
And I missed out.
So, A, the good news is that Turf missed out. B, the good news is that Roger, our producer, and I didn't miss out. But I'm told, Tris, that unfortunately for you, that some of Roger's bets may have been with TopSport. So, I assume it's fish and chips on Saturday night rather than the expensive Asian.
And thanks too.
Yes,
for your
it
support.
was. We put a big red alarm on his name when he goes and has future bets because he was way too good, and he certainly downgraded the dinner selections there on Saturday night.
It's fair to say that he done good.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that. I clearly missed the boat. But anyway, Tristan, great to chat. Enjoy the weekend. We look forward to catching up again next week.
See you next week, guys.
A Good 3 with Dr Turf, Matt Welsh and Paul Tatnell.